Assuming you have registered a domain name, I'm now going to show you how to set up some space on the internet, otherwise known as web hosting, and in the next short video, how to link your domain name to that space. This sets you up to upload a website or install a blog on that domain, which I'll also show you how to do in a later video. Now, there are countless places on the internet to buy web hosting, and it can be a minefield because they really vary in terms of quality. Just quickly, these are the key features to look for in a web host. You want your website to be available all of the time to everyone who goes to it. Realistically, this isn't really possible because all servers that websites are stored on experience maintenance issues and need attention from time to time. However, a good web host should be able to guarantee your website is accessible at least 99% of the time. They should also ensure the site comes up quickly because we all know how annoying a slow website is. Okay, the amount of visitors or traffic allowed to your site. Technically, this is known as data transfer, or you might see the term bandwidth. The more visitors you have to your site, the more of this you will use, and if you have downloads on your site or music or video, you'll use it up quicker still. Just be wary of web hosts who promise unlimited. This is a promise they can't really keep. If you bear in mind that a new basic site will use about 3 GB of bandwidth per month, don't worry if you don't know exactly what that means. Most web hosts with a limit still provide you with plenty of room to play with. Again, watch out for claims of unlimited disk space. For a start, this isn't possible, and secondly, you simply don't need it. Most new sites use probably less than 50 megabytes of web space, and even when they grow, you'll be hard pressed to get anywhere near the limits most reputable web hosts give you. If you're going to have music or video on your site, these will take up more space. However, a good web host will allow you to start small and easily upgrade your package as your site grows if you need to. Okay, not much to say about technical support except this is so important. You need a web hosting provider who has a bank of quick and knowledgeable support staff available 24/7. When you make a support request, you can't overestimate how important it is to have your problem resolved in the shortest amount of time. You don't need to be a geek, but you do need a web host who provides things like FTP, PHP, SQL, and certain other things. I'm not going to bore you with these things, but you don't necessarily need to know much about them, but they are important. You might not need them all straight away, but you'll want them ready for you when you develop your site further down the road. Again, don't worry about what these mean, just know that you should have them. If you have your own site, you probably want to have email addresses at your own domain, like sales@yourdomain.com, etc. So you need to ask, does the host provide this with the package? Does it allow you to have a catch-all email account that allows, sort of anything at yourdomain.com to be routed to you? And can you retrieve your mail with your email software like Outlook or Thunderbird? Okay, or can it be automatically forwarded to your current email address? Okay, the control panel. This is essential because it allows you to directly control things like add, delete, and manage your email addresses and change passwords for your account. If you use web hosting where you have to go through their technical support each time you want to change a password or add or delete an email account, you're wasting time that you could be spending on adding content or marketing your site. Okay, servers, they're generally either Windows or Linux. Okay, Linux. Rather than getting into a debate about this, I'm just going to stick my neck out and say go for Linux. Now, look for a web host that allows you to pay monthly. When I first started out, I made the mistake of going for yearly plans, only to find that the service wasn't adequate for my needs. I had to change web hosts, losing the money in the process. A good web host that is confident with their service will offer no contract monthly plans, knowing you'll stick with them for as long as you need. So how do you find a good web host that offers all of these things? Fortunately, I've used lots of different web hosts, and I can personally recommend a provider that I've been using for a long time now for my personal web projects. Here they are. I'm just going to click on this link and quickly show you their plans. Okay, if you have a look at their mid-range plan, they're all really good actually, but there's not much price difference in these two. You'll see this is an excellent web hosting package for somebody getting into their first internet project. You have more disk space and bandwidth than you will need for a long time. All the important features are included, and they have excellent technical support. I'm just going to scroll down here. You can see all the things I've been talking about, and a lot more actually. Everything's in. So I'm just going to go scroll down right to the bottom. Okay. And as you can see, if you go for a monthly plan, it's $9.99 per month, which is brilliant value. I recommend you sign up with them. Okay, and I'm just going to show you how to set up the web hosting account to work with the domain you've already registered. Okay, so just click the Order Now button, and you go to this page. Click this radio button here to say I'll use my existing domain. Okay, and then type in your domain. So, for example, if you need to know how to register a domain first, then look at my video tutorial on choosing and registering a domain name. Now, by the way, in case you're wondering about using the web hosting provider to register the domain as well as the web hosting, which obviously you can see you can do here, it is absolutely fine to do this, but I do recommend keeping the domain and web hosting providers separate, and I'm literally showing you exactly what I do. Okay, so just click the next button. On this screen you can select your billing cycle, so I'd say keep it on monthly, and I've got a tip for you. If you type in HGC25 in the coupon field and click calculate totals, you'll see there that that actually gives you a discount, so you get the first month for just 1 cent. Okay, so you can try them out for pretty much free, and it's $9.95 per month after that. Okay, and then click continue. And then on this screen you enter your details and your billing information. What this does is it creates an account for you, so you can log in, you can access the excellent support service, view your invoices, change your billing details, and so on. So to set up your web hosting, go to this website, hostgatorpro.com. There might be a link to it on this page depending on where you're viewing this video, and if you make a note of this coupon, that's HGC25, you'll be able to use this to get your first month's hosting for just 1 cent. There's no contract, so you can check them out for virtually nothing. So go ahead, do this now, and check my next video for how to set your domain name up to work with your new web hosting account. I'll see you there.